I ever saw. 3, 2, 1.
It's new.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Mike, Liberty Warrior, and Elaine from Humboldt County, and we're going to do a quick little check-in with y'all for the 4th of July South Dakota Mount Rushmore experience, and just talk with them. And so you won't see me much, but I'll be here. So anyway, we got in on Thursday, and it's been quite the show. So
was that Thursday? I think it was Friday.
We got on
We got here Friday after.
Friday night.
And Elaine and I wanted to send our apologies to the stand-up crew because we just were hauling ass to get here so fast. There was no streaming to be had. It was run in, get food, run out.
The whole time. Lots of driving. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Enjoyed the view. It was a nice brewery we stopped at in Reno too.
Yes.
Sitting outside. Yeah.
Yes.
Good experiences.
And then we got here and met how many of our Liberty Warrior Nation family?
I think total with everyone here, including Alan and his wife, I think Kelly. I think her name's Kelly. We met them yesterday. I believe with those two total, we were right around 20 or 22 total from all over the country.
Yeah, they were from Colorado.
They came from actually
Name
East
the
Coast,
states.
East Coast, West Coast.
Who came?
So we had Cindy, Scat Warrior 2 from Virginia.
That's right.
We had Christine from Wisconsin. We had Jeff and Michelle Riddle from Michigan. We had Shane and Brenda from Oklahoma. I came from Idaho, North Dakota with Noah. We have the four of you, which is Elaine and Deanna, Jimmy and Adenine from Humboldt County, California.
Liz.
We had Alan and Kelly from Colorado. Liz and Mike from Idaho. Mandy and Ben from Idaho.
And Lee. Griswold.
Lee from Texas. Am I missing anyone? It seems like
Virginia.
We got Scatty. Yeah, we
Scatty,
mentioned the
West
Colorado
Virginia.
crew
That was
twice.
first. Yeah.
We got them all.
I think I got them all.
And
I
some
think
were
I got
all
them.
staying at the same house, but some of us were all spread out.
Yeah.
And so we had quite a story to share. Who wants to share the story? Mike, about
Which
what
story are you
happened?
talking
So about when we got there, what was it, night 1? Night 2?
Night one, we got there and the AC didn't work in the house.
Mhm.
So that started the whole kabobble. And, but we gutted through it. You know, we made things happen and we just are happy people. So tried to always keep a positive attitude and
Ran a show right there that night.
did a show that night. It was blistering hot in that house, but we got through it and we had a good time. And meet Shane. Shane came over.
Yeah.
Cindy flew in. We got to see Cindy and Christine. We met them. So the first night, Friday night, was pretty laid back, pretty mellow. Just kind of meeting each other for the very first time. If you guys haven't watched the show, everyone with the exception of Elaine and Deanna, I've met in person, but everyone else has just all been across, the internet. So it was really nice to be able to physically hug people, shake their hand, and meet them for the first time. I got to meet Lee from Texas, and
He's great.
Jeff
We
Riddle
love
and
him.
I go back, almost 4 months now, and
Right.
that was the first time we ever met in person. So that was pretty neat.
Right. And we all stayed in different towns. I stayed in Hill City. You guys were in Deadwood. And Scat is in, is she in Deadwood too? Scat and Cindy and Christine.
Scat and Christine are in Deadwood.
Anyone stay in Keystone?
No.
Nobody stayed in Keystone. Yeah, that's the big touristy one right down from Mount Rushmore, so that place probably filled up quick. So, so anything else you want to tell about the trip, Mike? What happened? And we had high hopes.
We could just go through the whole thing. So
Okay.
Friday night was definitely kind of laid back night, and then we had an itinerary, scheduled itinerary, and I made the mistake of not sticking by it and just kind of letting everyone kind of just do their own thing. Because I mean, we're here. Everyone's got a different idea what fun is. So we let me grab my dog.
I was wondering what you were grabbing over there.
Trying to keep him from running off. Come here.
There you are.
So Saturday, we were supposed to wake up and meet everyone at Mount Rushmore at 8 a.m. because we were going to start our, what I like to call our little field trip, right? Well, Friday night, a lot of us had decided, well, you know, there's only a handful of us here, so why don't we just kind of do our own thing? Well, I didn't let everyone know. So Shane and Brenda showed up at Mount Rushmore at 8, and Liz and Mike showed up at 8. So that kind of was discouraging, probably, for them not having us all show up like we were supposed to.
And some at the campground showed up, and we didn't know too, and we're sorry we missed those people.
So we just kind of on the fly kind of made up our own itinerary, which resulted in us having the barbecue Saturday night at our place that we had rented, because it had a nice big backyard, lots of shade, lots of room, had a grill there. So we kind of got away from the park. Everyone kind of went and did their own thing Saturday. We continued to have AC problems. They had a guy come out and take a look at it, said the compressor had gone bad in the AC unit, which they already knew that a week prior. So that caused some issues with us, because, you know, we paid a lot of money for that house.
Right.
A lot of people traveled from all over the country to be there, and if we would have known that ahead of time, then obviously we would have made other arrangements to stay somewhere else. Right. So Saturday night they continued to try to work on that AC problem, and then determined that they couldn't fix it until the following week. Well, that doesn't work for us. So Jeff and his wife asked for, you know, a partial refund for us having to go through all that stuff. And we had the barbecue that night, and then after everyone left, we received an email stating that we needed to leave the premises immediately. So they basically kicked us out right in the middle of the night.
Disabled veteran.
We had a disabled veteran. We had children in the house, and they changed their story probably 5 times on us on why they were asking us to leave. And the end result was we ended up having to leave at 2 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning on the 4th of July. We had to pack all of our stuff. Noah was asleep. I had to get him up. Elaine was asleep. Had to get her up. The cops came. And we ended up getting out of there at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, unfortunately, 3 o'clock in the morning on 4th of July day, it's really hard. It's really hard to find a hotel room. I called probably a dozen hotels, and we ended up spending Sunday morning in the car. It was very uncomfortable, but we got through it. And you know, I woke up the next morning. I had reserved a room, which cost me twice as much money to be here. So I reserved a room in Hill City at the Best Western, and thank you to the manager there, because I came in at like 9:30 Sunday morning, needed a shower, been sleeping in the car all night, and I asked him, you know, I want to make sure I still had my room reserved for that night, and he said, you know what, we just had someone not show up last night, so we got a room clean and ready for you to go. I wanted an early check-in, but I was thinking, you know, like around 1:30, and this is 9:30 in the morning. And he said, you know what, you can check in right now. Go get you some rest. Go get you a shower. And he said, go get you some breakfast. They had their free breakfast there. So we were able to get into our room super early. And I really appreciate the Best Western here in Hill City for the manager doing that for us. That meant a lot. Yeah. So that's kind of how that whole thing went down. And then, no, we bounced right back. We didn't get much sleep, and we went to what was that? What town did we go to yesterday? And that was Keystone. We met up with Shane. We met up with Cindy and Christine.
And I met up with Robert David Steele.
And so everybody was kind of doing their own thing yesterday before we all met at Mount Rushmore. And we ended up being able to take this amazing helicopter ride with Christine and Cindy and Elaine and Noah and Adenine, and we went 3 at a time. We flew over Mount Rushmore, turned around, came back, and we got lots of cool video of that. And then we went and had dinner, and then right after dinner, we all went to Mount Rushmore, and we enjoyed the celebration of our country's birth.
You met right when you got there.
I got to meet Mustang Medic. We did a video with Mustang Medic, and him and I are going to hopefully collaborate here real soon.
He wants to be on your show.
Exactly. So it was a really good time, and the celebration last night was amazing. Yeah. So if any of your viewers want to see the celebration, they can check it out on my channel because I videoed the whole thing. So you guys can go to libertywarriornation.com and check it out. It's there in the videos, so you guys can watch the celebration with us. It was a lot of fun. And then we got to go back to the hotel last night and have a real sleep instead of sleeping in the car. So that was nice. You're not saying much.
No, she's got a message for Stand Up Humboldt, but we wanted to talk about the whole time here and what it was, because you haven't been able to stream much. None of us have been able to stream much because it's just been go, 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 nonstop, and trying to have fun and keep kids happy. Keep kids happy, keep us cool. Yep. But we got a call on the way here. Elaine, want to tell our group what happened when we were driving here about the ballpark? You want to tell that story about Maxine?
Sure. So,
thanks, Winnie.
So we wanted to give a big shout out to Maxine and Stand Up Humboldt.
Maxine, you rock.
There's a real soldier right there. She was the only one that showed up to rally at the ballpark at the Crabs game, where they were giving out vacations to 12-year-olds and up. And if you get that, then you get a free hot dog because it's all about health, right?
Right.
And we wanted to go, but we're here celebrating freedom, loving our country, loving being in free America. Had to, get out of there just for our mental health. And Deanna was really working to rally people and send ambassadors there and, just try and get people rallied to go there. And Maxine showed up. So, shout out to her. And it was very heavy for her and emotional because, like, when we went to the clinics at the school and you see children lining up to go get that, they don't know any better. Their parents are pushing them into this, and especially in Humboldt County, they're telling the youth they have to have this to go to school now. I've heard kids talking. My boys have a friend that he was at my house saying, well, I have to get it to go to school, and I asked him, are you willing to live with a vacation injury for the rest of your life for a school? And he said to me, my words aren't valid because I'm not an MD. So the programming is really deep too, and really, really definitely a force there. And it was emotional for us when we went, and Deanna went without me to the high school. And it's really heavy. So we were talking to Maxine for a little while. We lost reception in the car, talking about that. And I don't know. And it's just really sad what's going on. And look, it's not about health. They're giving away. You can get a vacation at McDonald's. They're really just luring in children in this new variant, right? That they're trying to say. Well, if you believe in the Delta, you're probably deep asleep. If you get that Delta waves, because they're trying to say that it affects children.
Their hearts are being affected.
No, they're advertising this toxin toward children. It's wrong. So yeah, again, just shout out to Maxine for doing that, and we'll be headed back to Humboldt soon to continue the fight, to continue to take a stand, and we're not giving up. And you know what? It seems like it's more chill there right now because we don't have to wear face diapers to go places anymore. But you know what? Right now is the time to double down. Like, don't let up at all. Don't let up at all. Because
passports will be coming.
If we let up at all right now, we could turn around and there could be these passports. There could be, whatever they're going to do with this variant. They're going to put us back in face diapers. So this is an opportunity that finally we have a break from every time we go somewhere in the grocery store, that we don't have to have all this anxiety. We don't have to figure out, like, you know, like, oh, my phone broke. Oh, where can I go? I have to like do a algebra problem to figure out how to like get, you know,
Shop
do
without
things
getting bullied.
without putting on a face diaper, because I will not. One of those things is not going to touch my face ever again.
Ever.
And we all need to do that, because this ends when we take off the dang face diapers too. And this ends when we take a stand. And we all take a stand, and we just need to unite. It's super important. We're stronger together. We need to unite. We need to be organizing more and taking a stand. And we need strong action here.
New narrative too. Your wellness
And
narrative is going to be coming. Shared with
more solutions, and we have a lot of solutions. Like Deanna just said, my area is health and wellness, natural, you know, solutions, herbs, remedies, because that's the opposite of big pharma too, because
right.
big pharma doesn't want us to be empowered to take control of our own health. So that right there is a huge solution. Taking control of your health is patriotic, because you're not going to be at the mercy
of. Pill for every issue that you have. They want a pill for everything, and a lot of people don't realize there's so many natural things out there to increase your health, you know, naturally, instead of popping a pill for everything. I mean, my father has blood pressure issues, and he takes herbs for that. He doesn't have to take a blood pressure pill, and you know what? He's doing fine. My mom was stuck on big pharma with her back the way it is, and the pain in her back, and so she was always popping pills all the time. And the problem was the pills were so powerful she couldn't take a full pill, so she got to where she'd either break it in half or in a quarter. And there were times I go in and I thought my mom was dead, because she was just knocked out so deep in sleep for taking those pain pills that she would sleep half her life away. Well, my dad got her on natural herbs now, and she's doing great. She's alive and active and not sleeping all the time.
What do you think
Well,
about
it gets to the root of the problem, not just masking the symptoms. So if you're just, you know, dealing with a symptom, you're not getting to the root of the problem, and you're just going to continue to be dependent. And it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and that includes these vacations. They're making billions of dollars off of this. So
we want a new narrative from Humboldt County. Mental health. I think we could help our community with the mental health too, don't you? If we could just, we want a town hall. Maybe when you come
completely
back,
tied together,
we could get a town hall going.
Absolutely.
That's
maybe,
what we really want.
Maybe we can get Mustang to join
He wants
me.
to come to California.
Join me, and then
Big
together,
rally. Wouldn't that
together
be something?
we could maybe do something like that for sure.
well, and then what they were saying last night at Mt Rushmore, this forest ranger was reading a letter that Thomas Jefferson wrote to his grandson and giving advice. And first of all, we need to make Humboldt kind again. That's first of all, because
True Humboldt.
that's how Humboldt was when I first moved there. I used to think people there were so nice, and then when I traveled out of town, I was surprised because people weren't as kind and friendly like they were there. It's not like that anymore. If you don't 100% like worship this vacation, then you're going to get attacked. So
By the COVID cult.
So by the cocoa cult.
Oh, that's right.
And so first of all, and that what I was trying to say in that letter, he was talking about being polite to people, being kind, and not having to insert your ego, your opinion, and your will on others. And what Deanna is saying is we do need to change the narrative there, what's going on, and that's what we're doing here. And the narrative is coming from the media. The local media is a problem.
They're going down.
MSM is a problem. They are the problem.
They are the problem.
It's programming, it's propaganda, and we want to bring the truth to people. We want to unite and bring solutions.
Even when we get attacked. That's what we need one of these days. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Even when we've been attacked so much already, and it's very discouraging too. So yeah, that's what we're saying, you know, make Humboldt kind again. And there is there's so much beautiful organic food, these herb stores, and why are they all about pumping your body, becoming a GMO, but not eating GMOs? So yeah, changing the narrative there. We're here to change the narrative, the real narrative. So, and it's evident to me that we are being lied to when you look around. The second you leave Humboldt County, you see how different it is. Like, just go to Redding and look around and see how different it is. But coming here to South Dakota, it's even more on a larger scale. It's just been so amazing to be here with all these people, thousands, hundreds, thousands of people that do love our country. They're not offended by an American flag. They're not. You can wear a MAGA hat and not get flipped off, cussed out. I'll wear this in Humboldt County, but I will.
By the tolerant.
But there's so
coexist much, or you know, what are their bumper stickers?
What happened to coexist, Humboldt? Yeah. So if I wear this hat, for example, in Humboldt, I'm going to get attacked, cussed out, flipped off. I walk around here and people are talking to me. There's just so much more love here, love for our country. But it's like when you love each other, when you love yourself, you love your country, and that's when things get better. And I don't see Trump supporters being hateful or anything like that is part of the narrative. What I see is a lot of people being friendly. We're meeting all these amazing people. People are talking to each other. People smile at each other. So much different than Humboldt County, and that's what we thought Humboldt was supposed to be like.
No signs on the
It's
doors.
obviously that we're being lied to also, because it is true that you don't see Biden gear shirts, not even in Humboldt County, you know, you see that here by the hundreds. And where we were last night in Mount Rushmore, there was how many people? Thousands. So many patriots there.
I think that pavilion holds somewhere between 1,500 and 3,000 roughly.
So many people. It was so moving to be there after experiencing what we do in Humboldt County, where people, they hate America and they hate you if just for wearing a hat or loving our flag or loving our country. And it's just been so moving and refreshing to be here. And last night, being there at Mount Rushmore with all those people that love our country and all that love, and we are not alone. They want us to think we are, but we are millions strong. And the second you leave Humboldt and you just look around with your eyes, you can see that the reality of it is not what the MSM is telling us. And it was just really beautiful to be there and to be a part of that ceremony. And we're going to continue to unite and continue with what we're doing. And we're not alone. We're here, and and Deanna and I we're going to be doubling down when we get back too. And we're going to make it better. We are going to make it better. And we have taken our country back. We never lost it, because look around. I see America everywhere. And we just need to realize it and start living it. That's it.
So you two ladies, you live behind the curtain, and I know it was a protective curtain. We talked about this before. in and out of stores, and you see all the without the dirty diapers on their faces, and they're just it's a totally different world here versus where you guys have come from. So how does that
It's amazing.
It's just incredible. Like I was just saying, that's what I'm just describing. Going around and people saying hi, smiling at each other. It's incredible, and it does, like you say, you feel the energy.
Raises your vibration.
Humboldt is heavy right now.
So
You
much
feel
heavy.
it. You feel it in your chest. You feel it on your shoulders. And the
Yes.
second you leave, that's lifted off your chest. You can go in and out of store. There's so much anxiety. Deanna and I both, and trauma we've experienced and we've gone through. There's none of that here. No anxiety. You can wear what you want, not wear what you want without any anxiety. Not only that, you get love. There's so much more love here. You know,
Elaine's leaving us, you guys.
We're
She's
gonna bring
moving
that
to
love
South
back to
Dakota, and I am too. I'm not coming home. Sorry, I love you, honey. No, just kidding. I'll be home soon.
Actually, we're not coming back. I am to the point where I do want to move out of Humboldt. That's really sad. That is really sad because I've been fighting, and not all I've gotten, but I've been attacked a lot by people. I live in McKinleyville, and I've been attacked a lot by people in my own community, and it's really sad. But I'm definitely going to be taking a stand till the minute I leave.
Yes,
if I end up leaving,
Thank you.
It does. It just feels incredible to be out of Humboldt. We needed it. We're like, get us out of here.
Mm-hmm.
My mental health has already improved so much. It's just
so much
raised, and our vibes are high. Like it's true. It's
even though we were attacked, that was a low to be attacked.
Yeah,
like
we were attacked.
And people don't realize what that was.
Even here, we weren't expecting that to happen here, but we're pretty sure that, you know, what the reason why that happened with the Airbnb is because people were going in and out with Trump hats on, and there's somebody in, you know, someone's truck that was all decorated in front, and a neighbor was looking at us weird, and then they said that in one of the emails they said the neighbor didn't feel safe
because of the Trump supporters that were staying in the Airbnb. So let me get this across to all your viewers, because I will do a segment on this on my show. Airbnb does not accept or treat any conservative, whether you're a Trump supporter, not a Trump supporter, if you're conservative, if you love America, they do not, in my opinion, treat us fairly at all. I will no longer support Airbnb. I will no longer, and I travel quite a bit, and I like Airbnb situations over hotels, especially when I travel in big groups. So I will no longer use Airbnb. I will start going to Vibro. Vibro will support us. They'll treat us just like anyone else, and that was an attack on us, I feel, because of our beliefs. The neighbors didn't like it. The homeowners didn't like us, because we love our country, and that's unfortunate. And I hope that they lose a lot of business over this. And again, I know Jeff's going to put it out on his channel. I will do a segment on it on my channel, and I hope that thousands and thousands of people see it, hear it, know what it's about, and when they choose to travel, I hope they choose not to use Airbnb, because they threw, just so you guys are aware of this, they threw a disabled vet out of the house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
On the 4th of July.
On the 4th of July. And children.
That's right.
We had to sleep in our cars.
That's right.
A disabled vet.
I'll tell you something else I know about Airbnbs that I heard. If people want to look it up, you can look up an article about their insurance companies, and the things they're insured for are like, they insure to keep all their stories hidden of things like this. This is only 2 things I remember: dismembered body parts and missing and abused people. So there's something else going on. I don't know, but look it up. Look up what they're insured for. I'm sure if you know how to research it all, you can find it. But it was on mainstream news how they're insured, and they're insured up the wazoo to keep all their stories quiet. So yeah, this is just another expose of, you know, probably deep state cabal stuff. But I feel like we were also attacked in a way that a lot of people don't understand, which is spiritually. We lifted an up, and we didn't leave him to feel like he felt, because it wasn't his fault. It was just injustice that was done. And this is what's happening in our country on a bigger level too. It's happened with Elaine and I from the beginning of Stand Up Humboldt. We've had own group attack us. And that should not be, you guys. It should not be in America. That's what the ranger spoke about last night. If you want to watch that message, he was spot on. He was like he was preaching, you know, because he said, look, we got things we don't agree on, but let's get together anyway, and let's find the things we agree on, was basically the gist of his message. So, yeah, you guys want to wrap it up with what the whole trip in general and just the experience?
Well, you know, to divide and rule is the plan. That is maybe the only plan, to divide and rule. And we're not going to let that happen. To wrap it up is, here we are in this beautiful place. It is beautiful here. And also, I'm a gym girl. I'm a crystal person. So there is quartz and rose quartz everywhere you look.
We're going to be scraping it up on the streets.
Everywhere you look, it's sparkling. There's hills.
Bling everywhere.
There's trees. The energy feels incredible here. And those gemstones really, you can feel the energy here. And I'm loving it. Everyone's hot. I'm like, oh, it feels great. And then just the whole, there's the scene and there's the energy. There's
so much to do.
Here.
Like, we could be here another week.
And there's
if
so
we had
much
lots
to
of
do.
money.
There's
We could just be
I don't
ziplining
even want to
and
leave.
kayaking.
I'm sad to leave, but I'm also excited to go check out North Dakota too. And the people here we've met some really sweet, beautiful people here.
Yeah.
And this is America. We haven't lost it. It's still here. It's still here. We are so blessed, and I'm so grateful to live in America and to live in this country. It's still blessed. We still have freedoms.
That's right.
It's not gone. It's not ruined. We need to stop living in so much fear. We need to bring it around to a more positive narrative, because there still is a lot of positive, and it's all about the love, and it's all about uniting, and to continue to organize and take action and unite and show love and show your smile. And also, we need to have some courage.
I want to stop you for just a second. Probably one of the most beautiful things that we got to enjoy since we've been here is to see everyone's smiles and see everyone's facial expression.
Exactly. Connecting with people and looking people in the eyes and smiling. And,
you know how many good mornings I got just alone this morning?
Yeah.
People with smiles. They said good morning, and I was like, good morning.
Multiple people have talked to us and said good morning.
We've missed that for a year and a half.
That's what Humboldt used to be like. And people in Humboldt, it's scary, but we need to have a spine and we need to have courage. That's what it takes. I just want to encourage people to be brave too. And
you're not alone.
Because you're not alone, you need to be brave. And I think that's a huge thing, is people don't feel empowered. But again, I'm going to say this. The government works for us. They do not give us rights. Our rights are outlined in the Constitution that are given to us by God. And it's we the people, and that's why we're talking about uniting. And we're here. Stand Up Humboldt has got your back.
That's right.
And we just need to unite, show the love, but also right now is go time, and it's a time to have courage. It's a time in history. And I'll just speak for myself that I'm not going to be going down in history as someone who wore a face diaper. I'm not going to go down in history as someone who kept their mouth shut. I'm not going to go down in history as someone who stood by and let this happen, because all the evils and injustices of the world were only made possible by people who stayed quiet and people who let it happen.
That's right. And I'm not either, and Mike's not either. We're not doing that.
That's it. So I'm enjoying.
So be brave, y'all.
I'm enjoying being free here, and
be brave.
And this freedom came from people who fought for it, and not only soldiers, but people like us too, who are fighting for it on all different levels. And now part of the fight is putting out the real narrative, and people like Mike with Liberty Warrior Nation. We're putting out our own media now.
That's right.
And that's part of it
free
too.
Speech.
And that's about it. That's all I have to say. I'm super grateful.
Yeah.
I feel really blessed. It's beautiful here.
You look good in it too. You look good in the sunshine. And Mike,
you look good in freedom, right?
Yes.
Freedom looks
we all
good on
look
you.
better in freedom.
Well, here's my wrap up.
Okay.
Is I just want to
Let's
thank.
see those baby boomers. Come on.
I just want to thank everyone from Liberty Warrior Nation who showed up to this event. I got to meet some really great people that I've just only seen on the internet, you know, on the channel. Thank you to all you who showed up.
Yes.
We got to meet people right here in South Dakota too, and this is just in one heartbeat of this is where freedom lives. This is where true patriots came here all over the country to be here for the 4th of July. It was amazing to see all those people accepting they were of each other, and there wasn't hate, there wasn't division here. Big time unite here, and it definitely makes you appreciate what we've lost for the last year and a half, what they took away from us, what we were willing to comply to, what we were willing to accept was the bullshit narrative and all the spins that they put out there, all the misinformation they put out there to cause people to buy into it, believe it, and it's time to stand up. A lot of us have been standing up from day one, and it's time for the rest of you to get in the game with us and be part of this unity that we're going to move the line forward. # move the line forward. So I'm blessed. I thank you girls for showing up and for being my friends, and thank you for doing this video.
Yep.
Deanna, appreciate it.
Of course.
Love all you guys in Humboldt County. I'm coming back soon, and I'm hoping to maybe collaborate with Mustang Medic in Humboldt County. That'd be really cool. We both can bring all of our subscribers together under one flag and just come back and fight like hell for you guys in Humboldt County, because the children need us. You may not believe it, but our children need us right now more than any other time in history. Our children need us.
Look it up, yo. Look it up.
The children, that's number one.
Yeah, we love the kids.
That's who's suffering the most
fight
through
for the
all
kids.
this.
We fight for the kids.
And they don't need to do anything to protect us or make us feel comfortable. We need to protect them. That's our job to protect them.
That's right. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm sorry we couldn't take any calls or do anything. I couldn't even read the chat. We're just here. And we love y'all. And we'll
love you guys.
We'll be keeping up with you. We'll
Thank
keep you
you.
posted, okay? Sorry we haven't been able to do much streaming, but that's a wrap there. So love you. Peace out. God bless America.